When it comes to retirement, there's a whole bunch of what ifs that can really make you second guess yourself. It's totally normal to ask, hey, should I hang in there for a few more years at work? I get it. The longer you stay, the more money you might have saved up. But then again, how much money do you really need to retire comfortably? If you've been smart with your finances and you're in a good place now, there are some seriously good reasons to consider retiring as soon as possible. I'm Will, and I teach people about investing, personal finance, and money. I've walked the path you seek, and today I have several businesses and investments that provide me income every single month, meaning I never have to work another day in my life. If you plan on becoming financially free, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you find this video valuable. In this video, I am going to talk about why retiring as soon as possible might just be one of the best choices you could make. So let's explore the first reason to retire as soon as possible: to start your own business. Now, this is really exciting stuff. When you retire, you suddenly have all this free time, right? And what better way to use that time than to finally kickstart that business idea you've been dreaming about? Imagine not having to report to a boss anymore. You're the boss now. You decide how much time you want to put into your venture. It's all in your hands. For instance, let's say you've always fancied the idea of investing in real estate and renting out properties. Or maybe you've got a green thumb, and starting a landscaping business sounds like your cup of tea. The sky's the limit, really. The best part? When you're not tied down to a 9-to-5 job, you've got all the time you need to build this business from the ground up, just the way you want it. And here's the real kicker: starting your own business after retiring could actually put you in a better financial position than if you had stayed at your job. So not only do you get to be your own boss, but you might also end up better off financially. It's a win-win. Moving on to another really important reason to consider retiring as soon as you can: to be in good health. Let's talk real for a moment. Working 40 hours a week or even more is tough. It's not just about getting tired, it's about the toll it takes on both your body and your mind. If you're feeling the strain and it's affecting your health, then maybe it's time to think about hanging up your work boots a bit earlier than planned. Your health, after all, is priceless. You know those extra years you might work could end up costing you more in terms of your well-being. If your health is starting to take a hit, it's a sign. It's time to focus on you. Having the time to improve your health and enjoy a more fulfilling life in retirement is a big deal. People who put their physical and mental health first often find it easier to consider retiring early. Why? Because retiring can actually be good for your health. It takes away those work-related stressors that can lead to burnout or exhaustion. And if you want to get a jump start on this healthy lifestyle, start now. Eat well, cook healthy meals, exercise regularly, get plenty of sleep, and stay active. Maybe join a walking or gardening group in your neighborhood. Not only does this help your body, but it also sets you up for a more enjoyable start to early retirement. Think about it this way: the first 10 to 15 years of retirement are often the best. Why? Because you're generally younger and healthier, which means you can really make the most of your retirement years. Taking care of your health now means you get to enjoy all that time to the fullest. So retiring early for the sake of your health? Definitely something worth considering. Now, the third reason to retire as soon as you can actually reduce your cost of living by moving. This one's a good reason, especially if you're a homeowner. So you're thinking about early retirement and you're financially solid, right? Here's the thought: what if you sell your home and move somewhere where it's cheaper to live? This is a real eye-opener for folks living in high-cost areas. For instance, if you bought a house in a pricey state like California back in the 90s, it's now probably worth a whole lot more. What if you sold it and moved to a place where your dollar stretches further, say New Mexico? You're hitting two birds with one stone here. First, you make a good chunk of change from selling your house. Then you get to live somewhere where your daily expenses are way lower. And the money you save from selling your high-value home and moving to a more affordable place, you can tuck that away into your retirement savings. It's like giving your future self a financial high five. So, not only do you get to enjoy a lower cost of living, but you also boost your retirement funds. It's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. Moving to save money. It's simple, smart, and can make your retirement years a lot more comfortable. If you're enjoying this video, I'd love it if you smash that like button. Thanks. All right, another compelling reason to retire as soon as you can. Retiring early can actually reduce your financial risks. I know, it sounds a bit counterintuitive. Most people think early retirement is a big financial gamble. But here's the deal. It can actually give you more flexibility than waiting until the traditional retirement age. Let's break it down. There's this thing called the sequence of returns risk in retirement. It means if your investments take a hit early in retirement, it's a lot harder to recover than if those hits came later on. But if you retire early, you get a front row seat to see how those first few years go. And guess what? If things don't pan out as you'd hoped, you still got options. Since you're younger and probably still full of energy, you can choose to go back to work if needed. It's not the end of the world. You're not stuck. Retiring early gives you the chance to test the waters, and if you need to adjust your plans, you're still in a good position to do so. It's like having a safety net. You're not locking yourself into a situation without any way out. So in a way, choosing to retire early is like playing it smart. You're not just jumping without a parachute. You're giving yourself the chance to see how things go and still have the energy and time to change course if you need to. Reason number 6, personal development and passion projects. This one's all about you and what you love to do. When you decide to retire, you're not just ending one chapter of your life, you're starting a brand new one. It's like opening a door to a room full of new possibilities that you've always wanted to explore but never had the time for. Think about all those hobbies or interests you've shelved over the years because you were too busy with work. Maybe you've always wanted to learn how to paint like a pro, or perhaps photography's been calling your name. Or maybe you've dreamed of perfecting your frozen margarita recipe. Whatever it is, retiring gives you the golden chance to dive into these passions. Learning new skills, exploring hobbies, and indulging in your passions can bring so much joy and satisfaction. It's the stuff that adds color and excitement to your days. And the best part? You've got all the time in the world to get really good at these things. So, retiring early is also about stepping into a world where you can grow, learn, and enjoy the things that make you happy. And the final reason to retire as soon as you can is quality time with loved ones. This one hits close to home for many of us. When you're caught up in the whirlwind of work, it's way too easy to miss out on family get-togethers, spend weekends at the office, and not have enough time for your partner or friends. I totally get it. Sometimes I feel really guilty for not visiting my family as often as I should. We're all running on this busy schedule, and keeping in touch can be tough. But if you retire now, you can finally put those important relationships right at the top of your priority list. And let's be real, retirement doesn't mean you're going to just sit around and do nothing. Retirement today isn't what it used to be. You know, there was a time when retirement age was pretty much in line with the average human life expectancy. But that's not the case anymore. We're living longer, healthier lives, which means retirement is now this incredible opportunity to spend quality time with your loved ones, doing things you all enjoy. It's about being there for the big moments and the small ones, making every day count with the people you care about. It's important to know where you should be on the playing field of retirement and the average retirement savings people need depending on their age. So watch this video next.